Hello, my makeup loving friends. How's it going? Welcome back. It's been another week. So we have a week's worth of new makeup releases to talk about. I have the gorgeous, beautiful, splendiferous Tia. You know the drill. All of her details are down below. Go follow her, join her Patreon, all that sort of thing. Anyways, we have some general announcements. The first thing I want to start off with is some of you may know that it was Blue Monday, which is, by the way, like an advertising thing that kind of was come up with in, I think it was the 70s or 80s, as an attempt to sell travel and holidays. And they say that the third Monday of January is the most blue day of the year. And it's an attempt to essentially trivialize depression, anxiety, etc., and kind of go buy stuff to make yourself feel better. And a few brands were kind of jumping on top of that. And I think one of the worst, in my opinion, was Be Perfect, who actually in their marketing email said, cure those blues with a haul. And I was like, as a psychologist, it just really bothers me. The lovely Gaia actually looked at a couple of different brands. P. Louise was also one of the ones that was really kind of dodgy on all of this. And she found that there were two brands in particular, Candy Kittens and the Inky List, who were actually bringing out like mental health awareness. She contacted Makeup Revolution, Spectrum Collection, Ciate, iHeart Revolution, Glow Hub, Boo Avenue, and they ignored her. Face Theory initially kind of had a kind of a Blue Monday type thing, but she contacted them and they then changed their caption. So yay, Face Theory. Like, how cool is that they're actually very responsive? And she got blocked by Shadow Moon Cosmetics for pointing all of this out, which is like...
That's a bit silly.
Yeah, you'd think so, but they deleted her message 3 times and then blocked her. The next thing we have to talk about is Galore Lux Beauty have this Sailor Moon collection, and they're trying to say it's, by the way, like new and that they came up with it, but this sort of collection has been on AliExpress for several years, and on their like Instagram page, they're like, we created this. It's really weird. It's really dodgy. Why are you lying? It's very strange. But arguably the biggest piece of news for this week has been the announcement that BH Cosmetics is filing for bankruptcy, which is blowing my little mind.
No, BH.
Yeah, they are the best affordable brand out there. And I am just, and I
don't get why though.
I don't either, because I thought they were doing really, really well.
Yeah.
You think about how they had to bring back the Sweet Shop collection because it was so popular.
Yeah.
This
I don't know.
Profit margin.
It's kind of sad.
Yeah.
I hope that some company will purchase them and they continue like under that like name and do stuff. Hopefully not Colourpop.
From your lips, you know, like they said that it's basically down to a saturation in the market, and them trying to make themselves super affordable has like cut the profit margins. So yeah, sucks. I am afraid somebody...
the celebrity collabs must, because they didn't do that well
and they were terrible.
Like, yeah, so I'm thinking those must have, like, I think in even the article they say they thought that would have gone better and they just didn't.
Yeah.
So
they should stayed with what they were doing, because they were really good at that and not second guessing themselves and going with these like collaborations. Like it really sucks. But that's the sad news. I do have lots of people to thank for tagging me in content. So a big thank you to Brianna, Ali, Beth, Gillian, Gina, Pi, Pidonia, Ula, Lisa, Claire, Shanna, Emily, Susie, Tia, Sue, Missa, Daniela, Tess, Wilma Fingerdew, Manuela T, Tina, JW, Amina, Annie G, Amy, Missy, Rhea, Lauren, Jasmine, Kimberly, Flick, Natalia, Heather, Jade S, Alexis, Lucy, Chrissy, Franca, Kat, Paula, Cheryl, Abby, Heidi, Rebecca, and Gaia. Massive thank you to all, and a big thank you to my Patreons. And we actually have some birthdays this week, so a very, very happy birthday to Tess and to Charlotte, you wonderful creatures.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, I hope you have a very, very nice time and eat lots of cake. We do have a theme this week. It is neutral meets neon. Obviously, some of us executed it better than others. And by some of us, I mean Tia.
Well, I did this live with Mrs. She did a sausage live today, just before this, and I did this there. It's okay.
Yeah.
I like neutral isn't my favorite, but this isn't the worst look ever. So
yeah. Meanwhile, I cobbled this together in 30 minutes. So you get what you get. You don't throw a fit, essentially. But I will be showing some of my Patreon's fabulous looks now. But let's get into the meat and potatoes of it all. This is back. One of the arguably worst things of 2021, COVID notwithstanding, was Fenty coming out with these weird clip-on gloss. And we all went, well, actually at the time we thought it was an April Fool's joke, but it was actually real. And it seems that they were like, that was such a success, we will do this again. And they've come out with 2 new glosses in that same format.
I just don't understand why. You have so many glosses already. Why do we need this gimmicky packaged gloss?
Well,
we don't.
That's the thing, because it's in the same shades that they already have. Like they already have.
They just want to release it on the gimmicky packaging. So
yeah.
Like who wants this? No
Matty,
one.
I assume.
I don't think even Matty would want this.
No. This is really lazy, and it feels kind of like, you know how Becca had that moment where they were just like, here's champagne pop highlighter, here's champagne pop highlighter, and it feels a little bit like what Fenty are doing now is, we do glosses.
Yeah.
We do glosses. And I'm like, oh my God, could you stop? Could you?
Yeah.
Could you please? I can't really mince my words on this. I hate it. I think it's so fucking stupid. And we've had a pandemic. We're still in it. Stop it. Stop. Gross. When I put it to you guys, 6% of you said, yes, I love gooey. And the rest of you, the 94%, were sane. This next one, Colourpop, they're at it again. This is another palette. This is their Amethyst palette. You know the drill, 9 shades. It's relatively affordable. I will say the only thing that I find interesting about this particular palette is the bottom left-hand shade.
Yeah.
That's it.
I think a couple of shimmers, this center shimmer and the other one, looks really nice. But it's so light though.
Yeah.
Like it's really light. They really need to work on to have some depth in their palette. Like this could have been a beautiful palette. I love those tones. Like cut some of the shimmers out, add more depth in it, and this could have been a beautiful palette. And maybe one of those like pressed glitters, because they do really nice.
They do.
Pressed glitter formula.
I've just noticed over time that Colourpop are a very Caucasian brand. Like a lot of the stuff that they come out with is not, particularly with eyeshadows, is not going to work for anyone who has a darker skin tone. Like this will probably work for us because we're very, very pale. And it doesn't have the depth.
I think I would still like, I like to have depth in my look. This would work on me.
Yeah.
But would I like it on me? I would have to use another palette to get that like deepness that I wish to have.
I agree. Like the thing is, like it would work on us, but there's a lot of people that this wouldn't even work on at all. So
this actually kind of reminds me of the Mercury Retrograde. Like it has similar, so maybe more purple.
Yeah.
Like the shimmers look kind of similar, like this mauve shade looks similar.
I'm getting to a point of just getting really fed up with Colourpop. I don't care.
It's so boring. Like I'm beyond that. Like they just like it's just so much stuff. It's too much. It's just too much.
That's it. That's all we have to say. We can't talk about it any further. When I put it to you guys, 36% of you love it. Oh my lord. This is Tanuka inspired by Sigil, and this is their secret ingredient eyeshadow set. Now we know that Missa will obviously love this because it's purples and greens together. I love this. I think this is gorgeous.
Gorgeous. Reminds me of the Triachrome palette, like Color Story.
Yeah. Can you imagine the two of those like working together?
Oh, be stunning. I really want to try Tanuka.
Same. It's on my list. I think that's one of the ones I'm going to cross off for this year.
Yeah.
I'm slowly making a list. There's a couple of palettes that I want to get from them now at this point. And I think what I'll do is, because it is like a foreign brand, I will make a purchase of a couple of different ones.
Yeah.
Just shove them all in together. I really love them.
I wish I knew the shade names, because on the pictures they're all in Russia.
Yeah.
I'm like, but the like top one swatches on the hand, that duochrome light looks so pretty. Like, it's such an interesting shade.
Oh, absolutely. Like, it's just so
pretty. So pretty.
Yeah, I don't have anything negative to say about this. Like, well done. I don't think there's been anything that Tanuka has come out with late, like in the last while, that I've kind of gone, no, I don't like it. There's always been elements that I've thought were really
pretty. Me too. Yeah. I really like their stuff.
Yeah, same. It's interesting. And when I put it to you guys, 61% of you love it. This is XX Revolution, and they have a mystic eyeshadow palette. The only thing that is mystical or mysterious about this is why they even released it. And then arguably the more interesting thing is their XX Revolution Strike Water Activated Liner Palette.
The water activated liner, nice. But the palette, come on. Are they trying to do Be Perfect now? Like the marble shades, the yellow, the purple, the browns. This is way more interesting though. Way more better quality. And why are the big shades, like some of the shades you would use the least?
Yeah,
doesn't make any sense. Why do they have this format of palette if they don't think about it? Like, you should put on the pans that are the biggest, like the shades you use the most.
Yeah, your blacks, your whites. Yeah.
But it's so stupid. I actually used this palette on my eyes today, so
and that's a really good palette. But like, what annoys me is that when they initially came out, they had the X Extravaganza, and when they used the big shades there, it actually made sense, because it was like a black, it was a silver, it was a gold, and they're out of
ideas. They're like the UK Colourpop.
I hate this. Like,
I kind of am interested about the liner palette.
Yeah.
Daniela ordered it already, so I want to see what she thinks. I do have a black and white, so I don't think I would pick this up. But I'm glad to see they're like doing more water activated things. If their formula is good, I might pick something up.
Yeah, totally fair. That is the only interesting thing. But I will say there's so many brands out there that are doing water activated liners now for like a good price. Like even Beauty Bar is doing them. So
I think they should skip the palette altogether. Release like 2 or 3 different water activated 6-pan palettes with some like brushes maybe, and have the focus on that. And just like the palette is so boring. So boring.
I 5,000% agree. It's crap. And so many people saw the link between that and the Manifest palette as well.
Yeah, the second I saw it, I was like, Manifest Dream Break. And it's not even as interesting because it's more shades, I think,
that are unnecessary.
And it's just, I don't know. It's just like the yellow is nice and the bright pink is nice. But it's like, it's too mumbled. It's hard to see what I can do with it.
Oh, absolutely. I wouldn't know what to do with it at all. But it doesn't inspire me either.
Yeah.
You know, and it seems a lot of you guys thought the exact same thing because only 13% of you love it. I feel like Revolution are really just not doing anything interesting. And they've added to that by taking the Lion King and desecrating it. And can I just say, I am so confused because the packaging of this particular one, like they have a couple of eyeshadow palettes, some blushes, all that sort of thing. Why do they have leopard print? Lions are leopards.
I didn't even thought about it until you said. I was like, oh yeah, but now I'm like, what?
But there's no leopards in the movie. I'm so confused. I love the Lion Lion King. It's one of my favorite Disney movies. It's absolutely spectacular. And then they've done this, and none of it makes sense. Scar's palette, I can.
Why is it like Scar's palette is like, why did Scar has a pink fur, for example? Why? Doesn't make sense.
No.
And the palettes are like, they just, well, the big palette I kinda understand it. It's like earthy tone, goes. But what are the like pink palettes and the like pastel palettes?
Make zero sense.
Confuse me so much.
I feel every time I look at Makeup Revolution that every release they come out with, it's like they just happen to have these 9 pans in storage. And they're like, how are we going to get rid of this? Let's change the packaging on them. Here you go. Here's Timon. Here's Pumbaa. Stop.
Nestle and those blush packaging and the like setup reminds me of Colourpop.
Oh, totally.
But and the blushes look so light. It might be my.
No, they do.
Actually, I kind of like the Simba. Is it Simba?
Yeah.
Shade. Kind of like that. It looks like a shimmery peachy.
Yeah.
I would never I don't buy it from Revolution that much anymore.
No.
Just hide me.
Same. Nothing is interesting, and they have so much, like between the eyeshadow palettes, the blushes, the lip glosses, the mascaras, liners, eye crayon sets. I don't like any of it.
Yeah, people use those kind of eye crayons. I know there's like a easy one and done, but I just never have been the girl who use an eye crayon and then blends it out. I don't know, maybe because I like to cake on the makeup. I just pack and on how much I can get on this.
I feel like even with the colors that they've chosen for the eye crayons, they're not really the colors that people that would normally use eye crayons would use, because normally
maybe like the green yellowy one. Okay, I can understand that, but pink, and I don't understand how the pink and blue goes with the Lion King.
Nobody understands.
I don't know. They just decided we want pink and blue on this Lion King thing, and there's like tiger print on the mascara and the liner. It's like all over the
lions. Everything except lions are on the packaging. It's so stupid. But this is kind of like what I was saying about, I can't remember what brand it was last week that I was like, it feels like they've just taken their employees and locked them in a room and said, you can't come out until you come up with something. This is a hostage situation of a release. I hate this, and I feel like a lot of people are having like really visceral reactions because this is a very beloved film. When I put it to you guys, it was generally not taken very well. 17% of you liked the eyeshadow palettes. The like blushes were kind of received a bit better. 19% of you loved that. 19% of you loved the glosses, and it was 17% for the mascara liners and 17% for the eye crayons. So in all, didn't work that well. Can I say this next one I'm confused by, because when I saw it, I thought it was Revolution, because Revolution came out, I think maybe 2 or 3 years ago with those teddy bear palettes, and they ended up almost immediately going on sale. This, believe it or not, is Kimchi. And
I'm sorry, but I hate it so much.
Acceptable response. I fucking hate this. It looks cheap. It looks tacky. I cannot figure out what I would do with this.
I thought this was like Too Faced or Tarte.
Oh, honestly, it's $34. $34
for that.
And they're like, we're putting stickers in with it so you can make it customizable. I'm like,
this is like children's makeup. I would buy this for like my niece when she would be like 8 or 10 years old and pay like a tenner for it max.
Well, I Heart Revolution did something like this 2 or 3 years ago, where it was like a little teddy bear and they were like maybe 6 or 7 shades, and it was I think maybe €7 or something at the time. This is atrocious. I don't get it. And like Kimchi, you would think would be coming out with like really interesting color stories, etc. One of the fucking teddy bears is like, it's all
I think she's done so much neutral lately. Like,
yeah.
I want to try more kimchi, but the palettes just, I feel like they're so neutral leaning, and I'm just not about that life.
No, I hate it.
I hate these so much. Elena's gonna probably review these for us. So
she's doing the Lord's work.
Yeah, I think she said that she got this as PR. So
if anyone sent that to me as PR, I'd be like, take it back. Just, I don't want this. I don't want this in my house.
Like, I wouldn't even want to buy these as collectibles, as they're like saying the first. I think they were marketing these as the first like kimchi chic beauty collectibles thing, and like you put them on a shelf and like be like, oh, look at my teddy bear. Like, I'm not 4 years old.
I'd sooner collect used condoms than collect these. I hate this so much. Like, genuinely, this irritates.
And like the different size pants, like, well done them for using all of the space, but like, it's horrible. Also, some of the shades look so similar. Like, it looks like they're duping themselves. Like, both of the feet and the ears on the like more neutral one look same, and the highlighter looks exactly the same. Those shades. It's like, could you not even make it as an interesting color story?
No.
And like not dupe yourself in this.
Like, the worst thing is, and if I can find a picture of these palettes, I will show them. Revolution, I'm gonna choke on my own words, did it better.
And I think some other brand did this too. It was Sephora X, I think.
Moschino.
So, can you, those, Moschino, those golden teddy bears. It's just, haven't we learned anything?
Apparently not. Anyways, let's just move on with our lives. 11% if you love it, and I am worried for that 11%. It seems to be there's a lot of lipsticks coming out these days. ABH have apparently reformulated their stuff, and they have some new lip liners. There's 18 shades, $18 each, and there's 18 matte and satin lipsticks, $23 each. I'm afraid to try lipsticks again.
I think it was Michaela swatching these and like using some of the paler shades for like, they have really nice pale shades for like fair skin tones too. And I'm looking at a couple of them. I'm like, they're really expensive. I'm not the girl who spends like 23. It's gonna be way more expensive in Finland too.
Yeah.
I'm not the girl who spends that much on a lipstick. But the lip liners apparently are really long and nice, and like I'm expecting good things. I want to see more. Like, the shades are pretty nice. Like I like most of them. There's quite a few pinky ones that I'm not about that like light pinky nude, but I know a lot of people like it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be interested to see like once they kind of expand upon that range and do extra colors. Like, for the moment, I don't need any more. I've been burned by lipsticks recently. I'm not doing it again. I'm waiting for somebody else to take that bullet lipstick. Enjoy fun. It's not for me. I think as well, like, any experience I've ever had with ABH lip products have never been that positive. So I'm waiting for other people to try it before I put my money there. When I put it to you guys, then 40% of you love it. And that's right, we're on to more lip products. This is Makeup by Mario, and this is his Moisture Glow Plumping Lip Serum. So there are 7, he claims, inclusive shades, $22 each. Now, there is shea butter, avocado oil, refined kiwi oil, and argan oil. So if you are allergic to any of those, this is not going to be the thing for you, unless you're totally cool with, like, you know, having an allergic reaction. But
maybe it would want the lips like super
plumping to the point.
I don't know. Actually, like, if this sounds nice, I wouldn't pay that much for a lip. This is like a lip balm.
Yeah. That's
I
it.
wouldn't pay that much, but I really like my Huda one that I got from Missa. It's like this silk balm thing. I really do like this. So I'm like, this would be nice with a bit like on a more natural days with a bit of a lip liner and that just thrown on. I think I've seen someone use this and it looks like a really glossy one on the lips. So I don't know.
Like just use a gloss.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm kind of intrigued because a lot of people use like this pretty, like a little bit of a lip liner and then like a tinted lip balm on top, and their lips look so nice. Usually they are the ones who have like lip filler and it looks nicer on them then. But like, I don't know. I'm intrigued, but I would never buy this. If this would come to my door,
yeah,
I would use it.
Yeah, but you're not going to go out and get it. Like, I do find it's like, this is really good marketing in the sense of they're managing to sell what is essentially a lip balm by repackaging it as, oh, this is a lip serum, which I'm like, okay, but I'm not going to shell out that amount of money for a fancy I'm not at that point in my life yet. When I put it to you guys, 27% of you loved it. We then have W7 and they've come out with a new palette, and well done them. This is kind of their own thing. It doesn't seem to be necessarily, you know, duping anyone, it seems, at least not that I'm aware of. And this is their Love Fest palette. It is available now for £14.95. I like that it has kind of a black shade in there. I do wish they had like a matte white shade in there because they have like a whitey shimmer. I don't think this is awful. Not for me, but it's not awful. I can see a lot of people enjoying it.
I feel like I like that it has like the purpley pinky tones and then a couple of neutrals. This would be a beautiful wedding palette. Like if you, like most people want like sort of this kind of tones for their wedding days, or just an everyday palette. It's not expensive. The first one that they did on this format, people seem to really like that they're doing their own thing. I don't see that this is like a clear dupe of anything that I've seen.
And I mean, we've been calling for W7 to do their own thing for quite some time because they do have a solid formula. So I don't think this is bad at all. I think this will sell pretty well. I can see a lot of people liking this sort of thing.
But I think Alex gets PR from W7.
He does, yeah.
So I'm hoping I can see her use this on her channel. So
I will say though, anytime she ever uses anything, it always looks amazing on her.
Yeah.
So I kind of like.
I just love watching her videos. She's like, I don't usually comment on anything because I watch on my computer. It's like, and I'm go to the next one. But I watch a lot of her videos, and I'm like really getting into her channel. I think it's become one of my like the ones that I watch a lot.
Yeah, no, she's absolutely brilliant. But my one issue is she always makes everything look excellent. So I'm like, God damn it.
Yeah.
Make something look awful so I don't want it. Like she'd kind of almost convince you to get something that you hadn't initially wanted, and you're like, what fucking sorcery is this? But yes, we love you, Alex. That was me trying to throw shade. But not very well. I don't have the upper body strength for it. When I put this palette to you guys, 14% of you love it. Now we're on to e.l.f. e.l.f. have a new collection. This is their Cookies and Dreams. And there's a couple of different things. They have an 8-pan eyeshadow palette for $9. They have a lip exfoliator, some lip glosses, liquid shadows it seems, an overnight mask and a putty primer as well. And apparently a brush set and a sponge. So it's a whole chunk of things. Can I say that the sponges look really like the Cash Beauty ones? Like the same sort of design.
But like brown.
Yeah.
None of this excites me or interests me.
No.
I'm just like, what? Cookies and like...
I'm of the same opinion. Like none of this is interesting to me. The eyeshadow palette reminds me of a palette that has been around for a while from Profusion. It kind of gives me, it's not an exact dupe, but it gives me that same sort of thing. I mean, I think it'll actually do pretty well because it's brown and blue, and that just seems to be a staple for a lot of brands. They seem to like it. I don't care, essentially.
Yeah, and I just why the putty primer? It's just a limited edition packaging with the like, is it cookies and cream
It's
scent or something?
Yeah.
I don't want my face to
Scented.
smell like cookies and cream. Thank you, no.
But usually when you put scents into products like that, it also kind of changes their formula somewhat,
Yeah.
and it can interact with your skin. So I'd be kind of reluctant to go near that. Also, I don't personally like the smell of cookies and cream. It's far too sweet and sickly. And I
Yeah.
don't like that. This does feel like a really good collection for like a teenager
Yeah.
kind of getting into makeup. Like, I think all of these things have like a place. They're just not our place. Like,
Yeah.
don't come into my
I feel
place.
like Elf is a bit like a teenager brand. Like a lot of their aesthetic with their like limited edition collections are really like that kind of thing.
I love how
Don't get me wrong, they
it's
have
an
like
element of
good
disgust,
staples.
like teenagers. Oh.
They have like good staple products too, but I don't know. It's not for me.
I will always say though, those bite-sized palettes are bloody good. I like
They are. They're really nice.
Yeah. But yeah, this isn't for either of us, you know, just is what it is. And when I put it to you guys, at 36% of you love it. This next one is from a little indie brand and it's called Butte Bar. And this is star-crossed lovers. So it's all based on like Romeo and Juliet. And oh my God, the pictures do not do it justice, because if you go to their Instagram page, they have like individual swatches and like little videos of each of them. Oh,
the shimmers look nice.
Yeah, I like the look of this. They look
like really nice. I don't know how I feel about the shimmery red color, but
I will say
like it's really shimmer heavy though.
It is.
Like thick shimmer duochromes, 5 mattes, and then like 2 diamond mattes. Or they like the kind of like
Matte
the Colourpop.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, I mean, my usual ratio is at least half of the palette has to be matte.
Yeah, that's like so shimmer heavy. Like it's like 10 like shimmery, like in that category, and 5 matte. So it's like 2/3 of the palette. I wish it was more matte heavy.
Yeah, I will say though, I have bought like all shimmer palettes before and I haven't regretted it. Like,
yeah, but then I would like to have it all shimmer palette. Like I kind of like that line. It either it has like a good like matte shimmer thing balance,
all shimmer,
or just one or the other.
Yeah, I'm kind of that opinion. I will say though, I think this is really pretty. But if anyone has the Beauty Bay palette that came out last year, was it the New Romantic? I think there's a lot of parallels with this.
Yeah,
you maybe mightn't need it. I'm just putting that out there. I mean, I think it's very pretty and I like the general aesthetic, but
yeah,
you know, when I put it to you guys, 43% of you love it. So this was kind of fairly contentious. Then we have KVD Beauty. And I'm kind of surprised it's taken them a while to do this, because last year they had their foundation, which was the Good Apple foundation. And that really kind of took over on like TikTok and stuff. Everyone was like doing their gasp, like, oh my God reactions. So I'm looking forward to the, oh my God reactions that are inevitably going to come with this concealer as well, I assume. It's the sister. Yeah, I am too. Like, I don't hate the idea of it. Like, it says things like extreme long wear and lightweight, hydrated. There's, the apple extract, all that sort of thing.
I actually love the Locket concealer that they have. I had it and I loved it. I never bought another one, but I always loved it. So I'm really intrigued. And we have KVD in the shops now, so this might be something that I might pick up. I love the packaging. I just love everything about it. I think it's a nice aesthetic.
Yeah, and the shade range, damn good.
Looks amazing.
Yeah, I'm not against it. Like, I think it's pretty good. They have 32 shades. It is a more expensive concealer. It's $28. Like, so you're gonna have to save your penny.
You know how much you have in that.
I don't have any information on that at the moment, but I am intrigued. And they have a different sort of an applicator, it seems, because they said
it's supposed to like be like your finger.
Yeah, well, I'll see. It sounds a bit dirty.
No, I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say.
Last week you told Missa to sit on your face or something.
I was gonna say you could finger yourself.
Don't use a concealer wand to pleasure.
It's just my mind. Yeah, maybe don't do that. You don't want coverage there, like that kind of coverage.
It's long wear. Covers redness. Anyway, yeah, it's the whole thing. When I put this to you guys, 43% of you love it. This next one then is another indie brand. This is Shine by SD Cosmetics. I believe they're a Canadian brand, and they've come up with 2 collaborations. And one is with M. Jones, and the other one is with Bizarre Revolta. So that's their Instagram names. So there are 2 like 6-pan eyeshadow palettes, and they seem to be they are like all multi-chromes. Apparently they're all like custom blends. I mean, they look so interesting. I love the look of them, but then I looked at the price and I was like, oh, sweet.
Yeah, I was like, these look nice. And I was looking at the price. I'm like, no,
yeah,
no, they don't look that nice, dear. You don't like them at all.
You hate them, la la la. Like,
yeah.
I love seeing brands though collaborating with smaller influencers, and I know that these particular influencers, because I've seen their stuff, they've always been really supportive of indie brands, so it's nice to see that they're getting their time in the sun. I'm not against that. I just, the price kind of makes me balk.
$180 for both.
Yeah,
that is really expensive. Like, oh my gosh.
I mean, we all know like multi-chromes do cost more, but
yeah.
It does seem like
I could never. I just don't have that kind of money.
That's like a Tanuka palette with money left over.
Yeah, these are pretty, but yeah.
But when I put it to you guys, you did really respond quite positively, because 77% of you love it. I don't disagree. Like, if money was no object,
yeah,
just
totally get it.
Oh yeah,
money was no object.
Oh, frankly, if I had Jeffrey Bezos money, I would be getting each, like both of these, and I'd be getting one for everyone in the audience.
Yeah,
you know, like
obviously
it's gorgeous, but like
treat yourself if you're Jeffrey Bezos.
Yeah, come on, Jeffrey, use that money to get nice things rather than launching yourself into space. Yeah. And oh my God, we're still on expensive brands. This is Shantikai, and this is apparently their giraffe collection, which some of the money goes towards the conservation funds for giraffes. I don't know how much. Usually it's between 5 and 10% is what they put in. But like the 4-pan eyeshadow palette is $74. And the lip cheek, which I think it's just like a lip balm, because it says glossy, lightweight, smoothing infused with hydrating hyaluronic acid for plumper looking lips, $48.
No.
I
no.
I mean, I love giraffes. I do. I think they're absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, like the packaging is super cute. Like, don't get me wrong. The palette is so boring.
Yeah.
The lip things are like, it's another lip balm. Like, people are going crazy with these tinted lip balms at the moment. Like, I'm intrigued, but I would never. Like, I would not even pay the Mario prices. Like, this is double. So no. I
mean, I do like that they're giving something towards conservation, but I would sooner actually put the 5 to 10% that they're putting towards conservation and just directly put that.
You could get an eyeshadow palette for that lip balm price.
I know. And have
like
money left over.
High-end eyeshadow palette.
And have money left over.
Yeah.
I can't fathom it. Like,
you can get a Natasha Denona palette, or if you would buy like a one palette and one lip balm, you could get a Natasha Denona palette for that price. Like, just like, it's just so crazy to me that some people pay like this money for something like this. It just blows my mind, because I'm like, that's a week's worth of grocery shopping.
Yeah. How the other half lives. Well, not quite the other half, because it's how the 1% lives, but like, I mean, fair enough if that's what floats their boat. When I put it to you guys, 7% of you loved it. So there you go.
I don't blame them.
Yeah. And that's right, we're back with more lip shades. This is the week with all of the lip shit.
Yeah.
Like, hopefully not actual shit on the lips, but there you go. Huda are coming out with like a new formula for their liquid lipsticks, and they're coming out with 8 of the original shades and 8 new shades. So it's apparently 8-hour wear, transfer proof, all that sort of thing.
The best
$20
possible formula.
Yeah. Until they're
the lips look kind of dry in the pictures. Like some of the lips, maybe it's just because they have like a really line, like so many lines on their lips, but that just make them look a bit dry to me.
Yeah, can I also say a lot of the shades look super similar?
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple like Slatina.
Yeah,
I hate that name.
I was thinking the exact same thing. I was like, why did they call it that? That's a terrible name. I like Miss America. I like a blue tone red.
Sugar Boo. Oh my god, I like that shade, but holy moly. Like those names, Baby Doll, Bombshell, Drama Mama, like Trophy Wife. Oh,
they're embarrassing names. I will say I always liked Huda's lip formula before. Like I did like it. So yeah. I'm intrigued to see what this is like. Like when this comes to Boots, I may end up picking up one of them. I'll get Miss America because I love that shade. I'm sorry, I don't have enough reds. We've
you just don't like. You just need more reds.
Don't I need to balance out?
Yeah. How pretty is Drama Mama also?
Oh yeah,
these are really nice shades, but like the names make me cringe. So
yeah, I agree. Like, can you imagine if somebody kind of goes to you, oh, I really love your lipstick. What's it called? Drama Mama.
Slatina.
Like, I'm a 31-year-old woman. I don't want to be saying to somebody, I have Slatina.
Oh, wearing Sugar Boo. Like, just...
No, but I love the actual shades. I think they look really, really nice.
Yeah, nice shades.
But I do think they needed to edit it a bit because they...
Yeah, well, it's Huda. She needs like 10 different pink shades. It's like all of the pinky tone palettes, the pinky tone lips, everything is like pink leaning, which looks beautiful on her skin tone. But come on now.
There are other people out there. She does just do her brand for herself.
Yeah, it's like, this is for me.
And for the rest of you.
Yeah.
Which fair, do you know what? If I had a brand, it'd be all green eyeshadow all the time and just red lipstick.
Red lipstick.
Like, fuck you, I'm doing what I want.
Yeah.
You know, fair, you know, live your best life. When I put this to you guys, 47% of you love it. And that's right. You thought to yourself, we haven't had enough liquid lips. This is KVD Beauty, and this is their new lip mousses. There's 5 shades, and they're $18 each, or you can bundle the 5 of them together for $81 apparently.
The packaging so cute.
Yeah, but I will say, like, the packaging, you're going to end up losing an awful lot of product with that.
Yeah, it's so cute. Like the packaging though, it's like so cute. Like this is like a Korean beauty. I'm not sure if this is a Korean beauty brand, but I know it's at least inspired.
It's American, I believe. Yeah, I think it's American.
Yeah, so they like, I get this is like a lip tint, like that moussey thing, that like a soft lip kind of look when you like blend it out, and it's like a touch of like color, and it looks really nice. It's not for me, but I love that package. I love how they're like all color matching to the shades. Those will look so cute.
Yeah,
on like a vanity.
I like the very dark shade. That really appeals to me. I think they're going to do quite well with this because it's coming up to Valentine's Day. It's heart-shaped. Yeah. There will be a man in a department store getting really confused and panicking, and he'll go, there's a heart in it, that'll do. Yeah. You know, I don't hate it, but KVD Beauty isn't like really available here.
Yeah, it's not really easily available.
Yeah, and Anyways, when I put it to you guys, 29% of you love it. So there you go. Now we have Peachy Queen Cosmetics, and this is a Valentine's Day palette essentially, and it's called the Be Mine palette. It's $32.99, and they've put Betty Boop onto it. There's a lot of red and purple toned palettes out at the moment.
I hate it so.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just I don't know. It's so nice.
Yeah.
I don't like the shades that they're picked. I don't think it makes sense.
I agree. I can't figure out why there's a gold in there.
Like a really deep bronzy gold.
Yeah.
And then like a deep brown. That might be like a purpley brown, but still, like, what are you gonna do with that? Like, it doesn't seem that you could like blend any of these colors out with the shades that they're picked. Maybe with the reds and pinks, but like, I don't know. And it doesn't, like, it has one deep shade, which is that like brown.
But then like a blue toned purple just randomly in there.
Yeah.
Nothing
like,
else.
Why is that? That like throws me off so much, and the brown and the bronze.
It's really confusing.
I don't understand. Sometimes I'm like, what were you thinking? Like, I would like to actually hear their process of thought. So maybe I could make it sense to me. But
then there's a yellow tone shimmer.
Yeah, it's it looks a bit like, oh, let's do like a reddy pinky palette. And then they're like, oh, I don't know what else to put in here. Let's just put a random color generator on and pick a couple of shades to fill like the 12. Like, they ran out of inspiration, and then they were like, ooh.
Do you know what it reminds me of? Have you ever seen those things where they've got like artificial intelligence to write stories, and they end up being really fucked up and weird? and like, it's like Susan walked into the door side. Like, it doesn't make any sense. But it feels like they have programmed AI to make an eyeshadow palette, and this is what happened. I don't like it. It's not for me. When I put it to you guys, 16% if you love it. So there you go. This next one, oh my god, the innovation that comes from Beauty Blender staggers me every time. Like, I'm like, how do you do it, guys? How do you keep your ideas so novel, so fresh, without somebody else stealing them from you? This is all obviously sarcasm, because you're right, it's another fucking Beauty Blender. Why? Apparently people
it changes color
when it's wet, because apparently you can't tell that it's wet by feeling it. You have to, like, what has happened to your overall physical senses that you can't tell that the sponge that you have is wet? Who needs this?
I hate Beauty Blender anyway, so
I hate the sponges.
I feel like it's really porous, and it leaves like this porous like hole mark
sponge. Like, it's hard.
It's not nice. I bought one because I was like, everyone's raving about it, and I hated it. I just hated it so much. And this is like, I don't get it. Like, why do we need a sponge that changes color when it's wet?
We don't.
It's just that they want to come out new and new beauty blenders, and people were like, I need a new beauty blender. Well, people will buy them anyway. Some people are diehard beauty blender fans, and I will never understand it. But
no, I don't get it. I don't want to talk about it anymore.
It's a gimmick.
I fucking hate it, and I don't want to talk about it anymore. $20 for a fucking sponge? No. Anyways, when I put it to you guys, 8% of you loved it. Now we are on to a little bit of Tilloth Berry, because we've missed her. We haven't seen her in a while. She's coming out with some long-lasting cream matte eyeshadows. They're $34 each, and they come in 5 different shades. I am interested to see if you could use these as sort of like, you know how there's like the MAC paint pots?
Yeah.
Could you use this in the same way?
Yeah, I think this is smart for them. I wish that they would have added like a more like a lighter shade, even like
a white,
really light, that you could actually use as like a primer maybe. These would be really nice with like a makeup look, like as a base, or if you do smoky eye, or you could do one and done look with this. I think this fits with the brand. I'm not mad about it. I would never buy it. Like, come on, it's so expensive, but I don't hate it, and feel like it's very on brand.
Yeah. Again, I just wish they had like a white shade.
Yeah,
like
I wish that they had like a lighter, like a really like maybe white even, or like a bone, like bone white, like that would fit more that this aesthetic. But
yeah,
yeah,
I don't think this is bad for them. I would be intrigued to try it and see what it's like, and would it work as a primer as well.
Yeah,
that would be the thing that I would use that for. It is $34, so it is pretty pricey. It's more expensive than MAC, so
yeah.
I would be hesitant, but if I could get like a discount on it, I wouldn't not buy it.
Yeah.
That was a very fucking convoluted way.
I would not buy it.
I would not
buy.
It's like, yes, this is the native English speaker, by the way. Like, fuck sake, Teresa. And I put you guys though 14% if you love it. This next one, holy fucking shitballs. If anyone doesn't like this, you're wrong. I love this. This is Clarity Cosmetics and the Bloom palette. Oh my god. Look at that shade. Irresistible.
And what's that?
Once and Floral?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So pretty. This, like a lot of people in the comments said that this is so similar to the couple of Give Me Glow. Is it Give Me?
Yeah.
Like the one that you had, the
Vintage Rose.
It's Rose. It
I
reminds
don't think
me
it's
of that.
exactly like that. I can see like
a lot of people were in the comments saying that this is like just like Give Me Glow. It gives me, like, I get they have a really similar setup, similar like pan size thing, but I think it's still a bit different. Like, I get what people are coming from. I think it is super similar.
I think they've a very similar aesthetic, but I don't think this is like color duping by any means. But
it's a really nice palette.
Yeah, and I will say I fucking love their shimmers. Oh my god. Like, they are bananas. They are so good. I want this. Like, just end of. And by the way, I do have an affiliate code. If you do like this, it will get you a little bit of money off, and it's my name, in case you didn't know it, Teresa.
Teresa.
I fucking love this. I want this. I will be getting this, and I will step over bodies to get this. I'm very excited about it. When I put it to you guys, 75% of you loved it. So there.
I think you should do, actually, when you get it, do like a comparison video to that Give Me Glow palette, because a lot of people have been saying it's a similar one.
But there you go. That's what I'll do. This next one is a travesty. This is L'Oreal, and this is their 4-in-1 tinted face balm foundation. 8 shades. 8. That's right, 8.
I don't think there's a shade that would fit me. I actually don't think.
Too dark for us, and then not dark enough for pretty much a whole chunk of the population.
Yeah.
The fuck?
I don't get it. Like, why another tinted balm thing? They have like a lot of like tinted like foundation thingies. I don't get why another one. Oh, this is like the age perfect line, so it's for the older people.
But
maybe that's why this is for the like older ladies. So maybe that's why the shade range is like.
That's interesting. So what is it? You get to a certain age and you lose melanin? Who knew? Is that what happens?
Maybe.
Or you get more melanin? I'm very confused. Please explain the aging process to me. I think this is so stupid. And from a brand that has the funds that they have.
Yeah.
No.
And they can do good shade ranges.
They can. But they just can't be fucking embarrassed.
They just choose not to. Like, I think they're gonna say like, oh, this is a tinted balm. Like, it's more one shade fits to like 10 different skin tones. But it's not that. It's just not.
And I'm gonna be really annoyed if they say like further shades to be added do not have people as an afterthought. Don't say you can wait because you're not as important as other people.
And they say it's light to medium coverage. So then the age shade is like, if you're gonna get medium coverage with that, then it's very limited on who can use this and who not.
It's bullshit. I hate it.
Yeah.
The whole thing annoys me.
I'm over it.
Yeah. And it seems a lot of you guys are thinking the exact same thing because 17% of you love it. We are now at our sneak peeks. And there's one thing to talk about here. And on Made by Mitchell's Instagram, they showed this particular video and they said, I'm going to leave this here, which, you know, I assume that was how it was. And I'm like, but it looks like it's a liquid eyeshadow.
I think it's another shade of blush because he's been actually like marketing the blushes as like eye bases now also, like that you can put it on as an eye base and then like add shadow on top, especially with his like newest shades with like the white, the pink, and those he's been showing like how they work and how they make eyeshadow more pigmented. I think this is just another shade of blush. I honestly do.
I feel like saying the following: stop trying to make fetch happen. Like I can't. I don't. No.
Like I have a couple of the blushes. I love them as a liquid blush.
Yeah.
I wouldn't use them on my eyes. I don't think they have that kind of formula.
Yeah.
I might try the pink one and report back at some stage that do they work.
Personally, I find the blushes to be quite finicky to work with.
I love that.
If you put it's very easy to put too much on and then that's it, game over. Like they're so pigmented, you have to be really careful about
I don't feel that way at all. I feel like they blend out really nicely. But it's just different people with different opinions. I love the formula, but I don't think they're like eye base.
No
formula.
No, it's a strange one, but yeah, that is apparently coming out. When I put it to you guys, 45% of you said you were excited and the other 55% said, we'll see. But that is the end of the episode. But you know what this means? I do have a favourite comment to read out. And this is very much... Okay, there is a backstory to this. And essentially, Missa shared a picture of potato and somebody was like, why would you call your cat potato? And it led to this whole conversation where now apparently Missa is called turnip. So this is the backstory to that. And the lovely Emily just said, turnip sent me. That's it. Like, there were a lot of really interesting comments, but that was the one that literally made me have a little giggle to myself. So I enjoyed that. But you know the drill, lads. That is it. That's the whole kit and caboodle. Do please like, comment and subscribe to both myself and Tortilla. Turn on that notification bell so you can get more releases and rants and, well, other shit that happens over here. Do please share. Because sharing is caring, unless, of course, it's an STD, in which case, you know, wrap it up. Don't be gross. But that's it. That's the end of the video, and we will see you guys in the next one. Bye!
Bye!